Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Sports. My name is Rev Trev, and I'm so glad you're here because if you like Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest, this is the place to be. Today I'm doing a confession here. I'm totally addicted to this Connor Garland trade rumors. Every detail, I am absolutely addicted to it. It's crazy. It's like my wife's addiction to the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift saga that's going on in the NFL. It's awful, but I'm the opposite. I'm the other way. I'm like, what, Garland? What? Something new? At first, when I heard that Garland wanted to get traded out of Vancouver, I was actually really ticked off and mad. And I was like, what? Why would you want to leave a hockey market like Vancouver? Like, why wouldn't you want to play in Canada? I know you're in the States, but this team is turning it around. We're improving, and I even made a video. Why would he want out? Like, why does he want to get traded? And a lot of you commented as, duh, like, we've been terrible for years, and he's not getting enough playing time. And I'm like, yeah, but it's different now, right? It's different now because think about it. He's on the top line with Pettersson and Kuzmenko. He's going to get tons of playing time. He's going to get tons of scoring opportunities and being able to be a hero every once in a while. And he's a great asset to our team. And the fans really like him. And he's going to stay, right? And then Mikheyev comes back and they just do the exact same thing they've always done with him. They just dump him down to the third, fourth line. I understand now. I get it. Now, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do that right now. That'd be so great. Thank you so much for the support. And I always love conversing with everyone. So if you want to make a comment, do the Rev Trevor hat trick. You're already watching. Leave a comment and hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, let's dive into this. Like, it just seems like every other day there's another possibility trade rumor. Vancouver media has been doing a really good job of keeping this, like, possibilities of this trade alive. And then Elliot Friedman keeps putting gas on the fire and just all of a sudden it erupts and all that kind of stuff. So let's just talk. In this last interview with Dolly and Donnie, he talked about how there are these wingers that are available right now, and it's kind of slowed everything down. And the salary cap's complicated. It just complicates things with trades. And Vancouver's main thing is to not only get a defenseman back, but they want to They want to get salary cap relief, right? They want to save money on the salary cap with this trade. And it sounds great in theory, but what team wants to do that, right? I mean, and now you've heard and you've read the articles, you've seen the commentary, that there are teams asking for 30% retention, which I think is absolutely defeats the whole purpose of trading him. To be honest with you, I'm out, right? And here's the thing, the Canucks don't have to make a deal right away. Like, it's not like they're pressured in this week. Now, granted, I can see them making a trade this week, and we're going to get in that scenario in just a second, okay? So let's talk about the wingers that are available that he talked about. Elliot Friedman talked about on Dolly and Donnie show, okay? So, of course, we're going to talk about Connor Garland, 27 years old, 5'10", 165 pounds. I mean, he plays like he's 190 pounds, the way he flies around now. His contract is 4.95 time for the next 3 years, right? And then the other guy that San Jose is trying to move is Kevin LeBlanc, 27 years old, 5'11", 185 pounds, and he only has a contract for this season, $4.7 million. That is a decent-sized contract that was linked to the Tyler Myers deal with us. So that was very interesting. But that's another one of the wingers. I want to show you these wingers because I want to show you what the comparisons are and what people can get. So there's Joel Armia. Anyways, whatever. I'm having an issue with that. 32, though. Now look at what Joel brings to this. 6'4", 118 pounds. His contract is $3.4 million for the next 2 years. They're trying to shop him around. 32 years old though. That's pretty old. So, and then Washington is active in trying to trade Anthony Mantha, 29 years old, 6'5", 234 pounds. Contract is 5.7, just 1 year left. And so because of these four wingers that are these teams are trying to move, they're all trying to look for trade partners. And Elliot Friedman said, hey, it might just be like we have a disgruntled asset. You've got a disgruntled asset. Let's just swap them. Let's just give them new scenery. But here's the thing. Ours is a 3-year deal. And so that's the biggest piece to it. Now, Washington has been rumored a lot to believe that they really are interested in Garland. So has Nashville. We have heard lots of rumors about Columbus, which we'll get into maybe another time. But if you look at it here, like, could we just trade Anthony Mantha straight up for Connor Garland and just call it a day? And in theory, it looks good. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have a 6'5", 234-pound winger on your team? But that $5.7 million contract really handcuffs us. So we just can't trade. And I know the goal for Vancouver is to get a defenseman, right? So it would go against everything that they are wanting. A defenseman plus a contract relief, right? And making a deal there. So let's talk about the defensemen that have been constantly coming up. And the one is linked as to Nashville. And that's why I think if there's going to be a trade, I could see it happening in this next 7 days or 8 days when we end up playing them twice. And I don't know, maybe it's in 10 days we play them twice. I can't remember what the exact date is. But we play them a couple times now. We're going to be in Nashville. They're going to watch Garland straight up right in front of their eyes. I can see them being motivated if Garland plays. But are they going to play him on the fourth line in Nashville? That'd be so stupid, right? I mean, put him back with the good players and let him shine if you want to make the move. So Deontay Fabro, he would be great. He's from New Westminster. He's a 25-year-old right-handed shot defenseman, 6 foot, 190 pounds, and he's only got $2.5 million for one more season. That is the guy that most Canuck fans are like, let's get this guy. He's a BC boy. Let's do it, right? And it makes sense. But I think they are kind of holding off because it's that 4.95, basically $5 million contract for the next 3 years. But they need offense. And I think Garland brings grit and offense to that team. And I can see it working, but it obviously hasn't worked out yet. So there must be something. I would believe that that's on their end and they're like, we're good right now. Okay, now let's talk about Washington, because I keep racking my brain thinking, who in the world could we get off Washington? And this is the name that keeps coming up, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, okay? And here's the thing about Van Riemsdyk. Great first name, right? Great first name. But 32 years old, but he's right-handed shot defenseman, 6'2", 192 pounds, only making $3 million for the next 3 years. And I mean, that's okay. It's nothing that I would get personally excited about, but I don't know how you guys feel about that. But then this is the one that I wanted to throw in, because I do want to talk about Columbus another day with definitely with Peak, but a lot of you guys are like no to Peak. You do not want Peak on the team, okay? But Detroit, I was looking at Detroit's roster, Oli Mata, and he is a left-handed shot defenseman, 29 years old, 6'2", 206 pounds, and the contract's $3 million for the next 2 years. I look at that guy and go, now, here's the thing. They just signed him from, he was in LA, and now he's signed with Detroit, and he's playing with them. I don't think they're going to be too much interested in making that move, but those are some of the things that two of these ones that we keep hearing about, and then, of course, I'm going to add this one to the mix. I haven't heard, listen, I'm not an insider. I haven't heard anything. I just looked at their roster. I'm going, maybe they would move him for Garland. I mean, Garland helps people with offense. He helps people with grit. He's a good player. He wants to go back to the States, right? So all these teams that we've been mentioning, Columbus, Nashville, Washington, and Detroit, are all in the United States, and I think Garland would be happy there. I still think you should just stay with Vancouver, but I get it. We're looking to do a different change. And really, the Benning regime is getting moved on, because it's been OEL and Larson, or OEL and Larson. OEL, you've now got Garland, you've got Tyler Myers that they want to move, and it's just like, we want our own guys here, and they're all from Pittsburgh. But anyways, that's another thing, is there's the guy I want from Pittsburgh. That is the one that I need to add to this list, is Ryan Reeves. Not Ryan Reeves. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time tonight. Ryan Graves. I absolutely love, massive guy, but they just got him in the offseason, so I highly doubt. But if you were saying, Trev, who's the guy you want for Garland? It's Ryan Graves off the Pittsburgh Penguins. Make it happen, Rutherford. Come on, pull some strings. You got to get something done. But I'm totally addicted to this. Let me know what players you are interested in, that you're hoping that Vancouver gets in the Garland deal. And do you think it needs to be imminent, or they got some time? So very interested to see what happens. Hope you're doing well. Hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, always, you're going to cheer on our Canucks, right? Go Canucks. Go.